to the $100 MBA Show, and welcome to episode 500 of the $100 MBA Show. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. We want to take a few minutes before we jump into today's lesson to thank you for being a listener of the $100 MBA Show. You guys are amazing. Your support is incredible. All the amazing ratings and reviews on iTunes, all the downloads, all the subscriptions, the great questions you guys send in for Q&A weekends. It means the world to us. Thank you so much for your support. I can't believe we're in episode 500. Whew, it's incredible. I want to just take a quick minute to thank a few people who make this show happen. Yes, I'm the one who's on the mic and I'm the one who's teaching the lessons, but I can't do this alone and I don't do this alone. The person who's behind the scenes that makes this all happen is our producer, Nicole Baldino, who's also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, who's also my business partner, also my lovely partner in life. Quick fun tip, Nicole actually edited every single episode of the $100 MBA Show up to episode around 350. So in addition to producing the show, she edited the show for a very, very long time until we hired our full-time editor, who's Carl. Carl, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being such an amazing editor and making us sound so good. I got to give it up for Cindy, who's our content manager over at the $100 MBA. She puts it all together. She makes sure our show note pages look amazing, that we publish on iTunes properly. She's the one that creates all those beautiful feature images for every single episode. She also handles all our social media for the $100 MBA Show. Cindy, you're an absolute rock star. I also have to thank our guest teachers that have been on this show. We've had some amazing guest teachers. I can't name them all by name because there's so many of them. They're all wonderful. But if you're listening, you know who you are. Thank you so much, guys and gals who've been on the $100 MBA Show as guest teachers. You've contributed to this amazing body of work that we've built here together. And guys, before we jump into today's lesson, I want to let you know that we want to celebrate, we want to give back and say thank you for the amazing support over 500 episodes. As a special celebration, if you leave us an iTunes rating and review today, January 12th, 2016, we're going to give you a free lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training and Community. Over 180 video lessons, our great community in Facebook that's a great private community that we discuss and get to know each other, workbooks, a whole lot more. We're not going to be doing a draw. If you leave us a review and it's dated on today's date, January 12th, just send us an email at contact@100mba.net. Let us know what your review is, what your handle is on iTunes, and we'll hook you up with a free lifetime membership for every single person who leaves us a review today. That's a $100 value, a gift to you guys to say thank you for all your support. We're just giving out $100 bills out here, guys. No, seriously, guys, thank you so much. That's our way to say thanks. So make sure you drop us an iTunes rating and review today so you can just grab a free lifetime membership to celebrate episode 500 of the $100 MBA Show. All right, let's jump into today's lesson. In today's lesson, you will learn the advantages of selling high-priced products. A lot of people don't want to sell expensive products or high-priced products because they're afraid maybe nobody's going to buy. I'm here to debunk that and show you why high-priced products can be the best thing you could do for your business. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Constant Contact. Email marketing is effective. In fact, the research says that 91% of U.S. adults like to receive promotional emails from companies they do business with. And 66% of them make a purchase as a result of email marketing. If you'd like to know how to build long-lasting relationships with customers using email marketing and social media, visit constantcontact.com/MBA and download their free guide. They'll show you how to become an email marketing wizard with Constant Contact. Again, that's constantcontact.com/MBA. In today's lesson, I'm going to give you 7 reasons, 7 advantages to selling high-priced products. Now, before I get into those 7, I want to preface this lesson with a huge disclaimer. You do not price your products high simply because you want more money. You have to justify the price with value. Your product has to be worth it. Meaning your product, whether it's $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, that investment that they're making with your product will pay off, whether directly or indirectly, but there has to be some feasible ROI for your price. You can't sell something that's worth $5 for $500. It just doesn't work that way. You're not going to be able to sell it on your sales page because you can't justify the price. But if you can justify the price, you should sell high-priced products. And for these reasons, let's get into them. Number one, and this is something a lot of people ignore, and I put this on the top of the list because it's so important. Number one, people intrinsically value what they spend more money on. Meaning, if I spent more money on something, I'm going to value it. I'm going to see it as something valuable. Have you ever seen somebody who's bought a brand new luxury car? Even if they're financing the car, they dropped a lot of money on the down payment. They're making some pretty big payments. They're paying money on insurance. They're parking it at the back of the parking lot. They're keeping it impeccably clean. They don't let anybody eat in that car, drink in that car. They keep it in pristine condition. They love it. They value it so much because they spent a lot of money on it. They worked hard to get it. And money has a direct correlation to effort, meaning that I worked really hard to get that money, and therefore I value it when I spend a lot of money because a lot of money means I put a lot of effort to get it. So right off the bat, when people buy a high-priced product, they value it more than something that's maybe not that expensive. They automatically have a high opinion of it. In fact, there's a research that has been done by Columbia University that was done with placebo drugs. And the patients that were told that the placebo they took was twice as expensive as another one. Now, obviously, they don't know it's placebo. They think it's real medicine. But all they know it's twice as expensive as another one or another group of people. They felt better twice as faster than the other group, meaning that we automatically think it's going to make us feel better. It's psychological. We think it has value, that it has power. I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. We value the things we spend money on, or more importantly, more money on. Advantage number two of selling high-priced products. If you sell a product that's worth $1,000 versus a product that's $200, you need 5 times less customers to make the same money. So if all things are equal, let's say with my $200 product, I need 100 customers a month to hit my sales goal. With a $1,000 product, I only need 20. It's a lot easier to make 20 sales than 100 sales. So you need less customers, and there's less customers to serve. Remember that you're going to have some sort of customer service, whether you're selling a product that's physical or informational. You're going to have some sort of level of customer service. And with less customers, there's going to be less load on customer service. That's going to save you time and energy and headaches and money. And this leads me to point number 3, or advantage number 3. High-priced products attract the right customer. What that means is the price becomes a filter for those who are not serious about using your product or needing that product or wanting that product. They're going to go for a cheaper option. It doesn't mean much to them. They don't value as much as somebody who is willing to pay a significant amount of money for it. In other words, customers that buy a high-priced product, they're not price sensitive to your product, meaning they're willing to pay a lot of money on that product. So for example, if I'm infatuated with sneakers, if I love buying the latest sneakers, or I love buying retro sneakers, like buying, the old Jordans, is this something that I'm really passionate about, that I love, that gives me joy, that I find value in? I'm going to spend as much money as it takes to get the Jordans I want, to get the sneakers I want. So for one person, $500 for a pair of sneakers, whoa, that's a lot of money. For somebody who's in love with it, they're infatuated with it, they value those sneakers at a different level. They're like, wow, $500? Do they have my size? You get the point. It attracts the people that are not price sensitive to your product, to your industry, and they're willing to pay what it takes to get what you have. Advantage number 4, and this is huge if you have a product that you need constant feedback on so you can improve it. And that's people tend to use a product they spent a significant amount of money on. That's because they're invested. It's easy to forget about something that you just really didn't invest in. But if you spent a lot of money on something, you better believe it's going to be a reminder that, hey, I better use this thing. I spent a lot of money on it. This is particularly important in software. This is particularly important in anything that you're looking to improve constantly. You need feedback, and people will use a product they spent money on, especially if it's at a price where they're like, this is expensive, but I really want it. I really need it. And once they pay, they're like, okay, I'm using this thing. I'm going to make sure I use this all the time. And they'll give you feedback for improvement. All right, advantage number 5. Your profit margins and revenue are significantly higher because often costs are the same regardless of your price. So you're going to have a certain amount of set costs that you're going to have to pay regardless if your price is $200 or $1,000 for a product. So your profit margin is going to be higher because you're making more money and you're having the same amount of costs. So keep that in mind. This is especially applicable to online businesses where a lot of the actual costs are set. Now, there are exceptions. I know that in a lot of softwares that you're going to have to pay a certain amount of money to maintain each user. But regardless, every business has a set amount of costs, some costs that don't change regardless of how high your price is. So keep that in mind. Your profit margins will be higher. Number 6, when you have a high-priced product, it forces you to create a premium product. People will demand for you to create a great product, and you'll have to demand it from yourself. You know you're asking a pretty penny for it. So this forces you to innovate and to really dig deep to become the leader in your industry. Leaders in the industry don't price their products below the average or the industry average. In fact, they're on the high end. An Apple computer is an expensive computer. It's more expensive than a PC computer because they are a premium product. They're the leader in their market. The same thing goes with an iPhone. So sometimes having a high price will make you live up to the price. It creates an urgency to create a premium product. Guys, I got one more advantage to selling high-priced products. But before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Taxify, effortless sales tax software for small and mid-sized businesses. If you're like most people, sales tax is the last thing you want to think about. But it's also one of the biggest risks for many businesses. Taxify provides everything you need to keep your business safe while making sure you're not paying out of pocket for sales tax. Taxify calculates the right amount of tax in over 10,000 jurisdictions, and it files all those time-consuming tax returns for you in just minutes. And Taxify integrates seamlessly with the systems you already use and love to sell your products, including Shopify, Magento, Amazon, Xero, Square, Stripe, and more. And as a $100 MBA listener, you could try out Taxify for free today, like right now. Just hop on over to Taxify.co, that's co, not com, /100MBA and get a free month of Taxify. And to make it even better, $100 MBA listeners receive 20% off their first entire year. That means if you act now, you'll have Taxify support your January filing. No credit card is required to get started, and you'll be on your way to getting sales tax out of your way in minutes. Again, that's Taxify.co /100MBA for one free month of Taxify, plus 20% off your entire year with Taxify. Incredible. Love it. Guys, check out Taxify and get rid of sales tax headaches. All right, guys, number 7, the 7th advantage of selling high-priced products is simply your raving fans want it. You're going to have a group of raving fans of your business, of who you are, what you represent. They want to gobble up anything you offer. And if you only sell low-priced products or low-value products, they're going to be like, do you have anything else you have to offer that I can buy? In today's economy, people have a lot of disposable income, and they're looking for ways to spend their money. And if they like you, if they're a raving fan, they're going to be looking to you. So make sure you offer them something that they want to buy that's high value, that's high priced. Take advantage of the fact that you've built that rapport with those group of people. But again, guys, remember, if you're going to sell a high-priced product, you have to justify it with a high-level value. Show them their ROI. Show them how much it's going to influence them and how this product is well worth far beyond what it's priced, even if it's high-priced. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. I hope you loved it. Guys, remember, today is episode 500, and to celebrate everybody who leaves us an iTunes rating and review, if your review is dated today, January 12th, 2016, you will be given an automatic free lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training and Community. It's a $100 value of over 180 video lessons, interviews with experts, tons of courses, workbooks, our great private community in Facebook. It's a free gift to us, to anybody who leaves us a review today. Send us an email at contact@100mba.net. Once you drop us a review, let us know what your review is and your handle on iTunes so we can make sure that we hook you up with a free lifetime membership of the $100 MBA. Guys, thanks again for listening to the $100 MBA. It means so much to us. We're honored that you listen to us every single day and that we're a part of your life, a part of your business. And before I go, I want to leave you with this. I can hardly believe that we've recorded 500 episodes. The $100 MBA Show has been a part of our lives for over a year and a half now. It's been a big part of my life. I've been recording this show for some time, and it's a big part of my day, big part of my week. And the relationship that I have with you as the listener means so much to me because it keeps us going. And every time I hop on the mic and I hit record, I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of how I can help you as a business builder, as somebody who wants to win in entrepreneurship. I hope I've done that. I hope I've helped you in any little way over the course of these 500 episodes. I hope I've impacted you in some way, or at the very least inspired you in some way. And if I haven't, I'll keep trying. We're just getting going here at the $100 MBA Show. Thank you again, guys, for listening, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Until then, guys, take care.